What would you do? If you were trapped in a tower, where food comes down on a platform, and you only get to eat what's left over from the people above you. Welcome to another movie breakdown. Today we're going inside one of the craziest, most disturbing, and most meaningful films you'll ever watch, The Platform. It starts in silence. A fancy kitchen. Chefs in white uniforms moving like machines. Plates being arranged perfectly. A giant feast, cakes, meat, wine, fruits. You can tell it's for someone rich. But you're wrong. Because this isn't a banquet. This is bait. Cut to black. A man wakes up in a cold, gray room made of concrete. His name is Goring. His head hurts. His mouth is dry. He looks around, confused. The room is small, square, with a big hole in the middle of the floor and ceiling. There's someone else in the room. An older man staring at him. Calm. Waiting. Like he's done this 100 times. Where am I? Goring asks. The old man just says, "Welcome to level 48. Then he smiles. That's when Goring realizes this is no hotel. This is a prison. A vertical prison. Made up of hundreds of levels, stacked on top of each other like a tower. Every level has 2 people. And every day something strange happens. A platform like a floating elevator comes down from the top. And on that platform is food. Not just any food, the best food you've ever seen. Roasted duck, chocolate fountains, steak, sushi, wine. It starts full at level 1. But here's the rule. The platform only stops for 2 minutes on each level. People eat what they can, then the platform goes down. By the time it reaches level 48, it's a disaster. Leftovers, bones, maybe a half-eaten sandwich if you're lucky. Sometimes, nothing. And if you're on level 100 or lower, you're not eating at all. Goring is shocked. He asks questions. The old man, whose name is Trimagesi, explains the system. There are over 200 levels, he says. Every month, you wake up on a different floor. It's random. What happens if you're on a lower floor? You starve, Trimagesi says. Or worse. Goring doesn't get it at first. Why not just take a little food and leave enough for everyone? That way all levels eat. Trimagesi laughs in his face. People are greedy. Always have been. You'll learn soon enough. The days go by. Goring sees the truth. People above eat like animals. People below scream for food, beg, cry. Sometimes they throw insults. Sometimes worse things. The platform keeps dropping. Every day. And with it, Goring's hope. But there's something strange about this place. Goring remembers that he chose to come here. 6 months in exchange for a diploma. That's what the government offered. You can bring 1 item. Goring brought a book, Don Quixote. He wanted peace. Time to read. Maybe quit smoking. He didn't expect this. Trimagesi, on the other hand, didn't come by choice. He tells his story. He bought a knife on TV. It was called the Samurai Plus. Perfect for cutting anything. But then a new ad came out the next day. An even better knife, the Samurai Max. Angry, Trimagesi threw the TV out his window. It landed on someone's head. So he was sent here. His chosen item? The very same knife. And he's not afraid to use it. One day, Goring wakes up, tied to the bed. His arms, legs, chest, everything is strapped. He's on level 171 now. Trimagesi is sitting next to him, calm as always. There's no food on this level, he says. We won't last a week. Goring panics. What are you doing? Trimagesi sighs. I like you. I don't want to kill you. But I'll need your flesh to survive. Bit by bit. I'll start with the thighs. Less painful. Goring screams. But no one hears. Days pass. Trimagesi cuts him just a little. Every day. Just enough to eat. Until one morning, the platform stops. There's a woman on it. She's covered in blood, holding a knife. It's Maharu. She rides the platform every month, looking for her child. People say she's crazy, dangerous. But today she sees Goring tied up, bleeding. She stabs Trimagesi, kills him. Then she disappears again. Goring is left alone. wounded, weak, and covered in blood, but alive. He eats Trimagesi's body to survive. He doesn't want to, but he has no choice. The platform keeps going down. Goring survived level 171, but survival came at a cost. He ate a man. He had no choice. And now the voice of Trimagesi haunts his mind. Even though he's dead, Goring hears him, talks to him, sometimes even sees him. That's what the hole does. It breaks you quietly. A new month begins. Goring wakes up in a cleaner room this time. He's on level 33. Not too high, not too low. And next to him lies a new cellmate. A woman. She's older, calm, and strangely familiar. "My name is Imagiri," she says. Goring stares. He recognizes her. She used to work for the people who built this place. The same people who sent him here. She even interviewed him before his time in the hole began. Now she's inside it. By choice. She tells him why. After working for years in the system, she wanted to know what it's really like in here. How the levels work. How the people behave. Maybe she even thought she could help. Imagiri is different from Trimagesi. She's hopeful. She believes in fairness. She believes they can convince others to take only what they need. That way everyone can eat. Rationing, she says. If we each take a little, the platform will reach the bottom. Goring wants to believe her, but he's already seen what people are like. Still, he tries. They start yelling up at the people above. Only take what you need. And they beg the ones below. There's food, but only if you wait your turn. It doesn't work. The people above ignore them. The ones below curse at them. Goring is tired. Imagiri keeps trying. And then, she coughs. A wet, deep cough. She's sick. Her body is weak. Goring asks what's wrong. Imagiri says nothing. But the truth is, she has cancer. And she knows she won't survive 6 months here. Still, she keeps fighting. She refuses to eat more than her share. She trains Goring to do the same. Even when food is left on the platform, untouched, she insists. Leave it. It belongs to the next level. One morning, Goring wakes up to silence. Imagiri is hanging from the ceiling. She took her own life. No food that day. Just a broken man and a rope. Another month passes. Another level change. Goring wakes up on level 202. He's alone. There's no food reaching this level. Not even bones. No more rations. No more rules. Nothing but walls, hunger, and the sound of his stomach turning inside out. This is where people start eating each other. Where hope goes to die. But Goring doesn't die. Not yet. He eats scraps from his own body. He sees hallucinations. Trimagesi returns in his mind. Imagiri too. They sit with him, talk to him, tell him things that may or may not be real. Days blur into nights. Goring waits. Then, another change. This time, he wakes up on level 6. So close to the top. The food is untouched when it arrives. Full meals. Fresh fruit. Chicken legs, wine glasses still filled. But Goring doesn't smile. Not anymore. He looks at the man next to him, his new cellmate. A strong, dark-skinned man with sharp eyes. Name's Bahara, he says. I'm getting out of here. Goring laughs. You can't escape. But Bahara doesn't joke. He brought a rope as his item. He's tried before to climb up, to reach the top, to ask the people above for help. Nobody listened. They kicked him, spat on him. Someone even defecated on him. Still, Bahara believes. He says something powerful. If no one listens, maybe we go down instead. Goring looks at him. And just like that, a plan is born. They will ride the platform down. From level 6 all the way to the bottom. And on the way, they'll stop the greed. Distribute the food. Protect it with force if they have to. It's dangerous. It's stupid. It's the only shot they have. So, the next day, they load up the platform. Bahara grabs a steel bar. Goring picks up a weapon. They stand on the platform. The descent begins. Level 7, 8, 12. People reach for food. They fight back. Goring and Bahara don't let anyone touch it. They scream, threaten, punch, kick. You've already eaten. Let others survive. Some people obey, some don't, but the platform keeps going down. 40, 55, 70. Now, the food is still mostly intact, but the people are desperate, starving, thin. Some attack. The two men fight back. Their faces are bruised, their hands covered in blood. Yet they hold the line. Then they reach a floor that shakes them. Level 132. There, sitting cross-legged on the floor, is a wise old man. He doesn't fight. He doesn't eat. He just watches. He tells them something important. There's no need to feed the people who are already dead. They don't understand at first. But he explains, after a certain level, probably below 200, people don't survive long enough to need food. They're already dead by then. So what now? Goring thinks. Bahara listens. They agree. They won't just deliver food. They'll deliver a message. One untouched dish. A symbol. Something that says, people can resist greed. They look at the tray. Only one dish still untouched. A perfect panna cotta. Sweet, round, untouched. It becomes the message. They guard it like treasure. Anyone who tries to take it, they fight them off. Down they go, level after level. Darkness, silence, blood, bruises, and still, the panna cotta remains. But the levels keep going. 200, 220, 250, even Bahara starts to doubt. How many levels are there? They don't know. Eventually, they reach level 333, the last level, the end of the world. They step off the platform. It's cold. It smells like death. And then, they see something that makes their hearts stop. A small bed, a blanket, and under it a child, a little girl. She's alive, silent, alone. She looks up at them. No fear, just eyes full of sadness. Maharu's child. She exists. Everyone thought she was a lie, but here she is. And suddenly Goring knows. The message isn't the panna cotta. The message is the child. A living being born inside the system. Hidden, forgotten, surviving. He and Bahara feed her the panna cotta. She eats quietly. Then the platform returns. Goring and Bahara look at each other. One must stay. One must go. Bahara is weak. He collapses. Goring lifts the child onto the platform. He steps back. She is the message, he says, and he watches as the platform rises. Faster. Toward the top. Toward the people who built the hole. Toward change. Maybe. Goring stays behind and fades into the darkness.